Hi there, and welcome to my English Language Paper 1 series. So in today's video, I'm going to show you some model answers for Language Paper 1, Question 2. So this is an extract taken from a past paper, and I'll share the link with you so you can have a look at the extract, read through it, and then get yourself familiar with this part of the extract. So question number 2 always gives you a specific focus to look at. So it's giving you a paragraph here. It says, how does the writer use language here to describe the garden? So here I've got a response that will generate about 2 to 4 marks. So it says, the garden is presented as damaged. It states that it had massive twisted branches. This suggests that it is not well maintained and that it is unsafe to play there. It creates a sense of fear for the reader. So the student is saying the right things. However, they're not really developing their ideas. And the question is focused on how does the writer use language to describe the garden. They've used a quote, they've mentioned some analysis around this quote, but they haven't really developed on it. So it's very simple level. If we look at the next one, so this is a clear response which should generate 5 to 6 marks. So now the student says the garden is presented in a chaotic manner. So it begins with a bit more clarity and a bit more thought. It states that it is as though it's being choked by everything around it. So they've embedded a quote, and now hopefully they'll develop on this quote. This imagery suggests that the garden has been attacked by nature and its once beautiful appearance has now been destroyed, leaving it twisted. It thus creates a sense of fear for the reader who feels detached from it. Now, as you can see, this student's response is more detailed. They've embedded 2 quotes, they've analyzed it, and they've explored this idea that the garden is being attacked by nature, and thus its appearance reflects this. They've also linked back to this idea that it affects the reader as it evokes a sense of fear and creates that sense of detachment. So that's giving a very clear understanding of the question, and this will generate 5 to 6 marks. If we look at the third one, the garden is presented as though it is cursed and defies the expectations of beauty associated with the norm. So if you contrast this start to the other 2, you can see straight away this student has a very high level understanding of the answer. Then they've said, the adjective snarled and twisted suggests it has been poisoned, thus leaving it exposed to greater attacks. They've got the subject terminology, they've embedded the quotes, and they're beginning to analyze the idea behind these quotes. And it's being exposed to greater attacks. They then say the images of cage and shadows symbolizes that the garden is a victim entrapped by bigger forces that have seized it. Can no longer emanate beauty, rather darkness has corrupted it, leaving it as a threat to children who may unfortunately wish to play here. So now this is much better than the first 2 responses. And if we think about why, look at the short quotes that they've used. So I always suggest taking parts out of the extract that they give you and analyzing it accordingly, and then develop on the idea. So is the garden just presented as something that's run down, or has it got more hidden messages around it? And this is what they have developed upon. So the point here, it can no longer emanate beauty, rather darkness has corrupted it. We associate a garden to be a source of positivity, light, it's close to nature, but here they explore this idea that it's been corrupted. And obviously the children would want to refrain from going there. Then if you look at their choice of quotes, so snarled, twisted, cage, shadows, these are really powerful words that they've taken apart and detailed their analysis and layered their analysis upon. So this is what you need to be doing to get a grade 9 in English. So I hope you find this video useful. Make sure you like and subscribe, because there will be more tips for you to get that grade 9 in English. Thank you for watching.